We got to get out here and take care of all these weeds because we've got to be planting here in the next week. I think I'm going to try to pull them up and just see what they look like. If they don't look ready, I'm going to go ahead and just rebury them. I've never grown garlic, so this is how we're going to figure it out. Should we get ready and do this job?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, let's do it, okay? I'm actually surprised at how well these are coming out. Like, look how big that got, you guys. These are those ones that have like the little tiny purple flowers. I've never seen it get that big. All right, so we just did just where the garlic is, like this kind of row. It already looks so much better. It actually didn't take me that long. These weeds were super easy to pick out for the most part. There were a couple that were harder. I want to look at these garlic to see if they're ready yet. But here, I'll show you here in a second. But it's just really hot out here, and I think we're gonna go in. What I was laughing at is this one. Is it hot? Yeah, she's crawling underneath me to get some shade. We're gonna go in. I'm gonna take her inside. She's panting, and it is hot out here. So we'll probably be out here again later this evening when it's cooled down. All right, so we're out here again. It's about 7 o'clock in the evening, and I am going to start weeding another portion of this because it's not so hot out here. But I kind of want to dig up one of these garlics and see where they're at, and see if we can harvest these anytime soon. So I'm gonna go grab a spade and we're gonna do that. Alright, so I'm gonna try digging up, I think, this one or this one. They say that once the bottom leaves start to like get crunchy like this, that they should be close. So I've never done this before. We're gonna pull one out and see. Oh, this looks tiny, you guys. I'm gonna bring you guys in closer so you can get a better look. So I don't know if you can see that. This looks really small down in here. It only looks like it's about that size. So that's sad and disappointing. I'm not sure exactly what went wrong. Maybe it needed more calcium or something. I have no idea. They look really happy on the tops, but oh, that didn't look very good, you know. That's not what I was hoping for. I'm gonna dig up another one. But I'm gonna dig up one, I don't know, maybe that one over there. All right. So yeah, you guys, like, look how teeny it is. It's really small. But look at the leaves on this thing. So that's really disappointing. I'm not sure what I did wrong. My guess is that the nutrients in the soil wasn't high enough. This looks like it was gonna try to seed. So this one, so yeah, I don't know. It sure seems like this one was done anyway. I'm gonna pull it out completely.
When you pulling the weeds out?
They're not weeds. That's really disappointing. I'm not sure what I did wrong. I think I didn't have maybe the nutrients that I needed in the garden, so I have no idea. All right, so after I pulled up that last one, I actually got on Facebook and started asking some questions on what I need to do for this garlic. For one, people are saying they're not ready, which I thought it was kind of early too, but I just wanted to see. And people are saying the scapes, they call them scapes. I think that's how you say it. Once these garlics start growing what they call scapes, then you cut them off and it sends the energy back down into the bulb to grow the bulb bigger. I guess that's what you do with the hard neck varieties, which this is a hard neck variety. And then you wait until the leaves die back more, which some people are saying that that doesn't even happen until July or August. If that is true, I might not have enough room for all my tomatoes. So I'm gonna go ahead and I don't know if I'm supposed to wait for these scapes to grow a little bit bigger or if I just cut them straight off or what. So I'm probably going to go back to that forum and ask. Just because I want to do it right, you know? I want to have success with this garlic. Yes. Yes, I do. So, anyway, yeah, I guess you'll find out in the next clip what I decide to do. So as you can tell, it's a new day. I was trying to figure out exactly what to do with this garlic, and some people are saying you can cut them off as soon as they appear, these scapes. Other people are saying wait for it to do at least one loop, and it looks like, if you can see on this one's already kind of doing a loop here. It's this part right here. And then you cut them off, and then what that does is it sends the energy back down into the bulb and puts all the energy into the bulb instead of into flowering. And so it looks like most of these are have around very close to one loop, and so we're gonna go ahead and cut these probably later this evening, just because I have an appointment later tonight I have a prenatal later tonight, and so I'm not sure exactly how much time I'll actually have, but that is my plan if I have time. So it's the next day because some unexpected circumstances happened yesterday with cars breaking down. We are out here just the next evening, the next day. I'm gonna go ahead and cut these scapes off of these garlic. So let's do it. So as you can see, I let this do a complete loop. I'm going to just cut it off. And we're just gonna go down the line and do all of them. All right, so I just cut off all of the scapes that were ready. There were a couple that weren't ready, like this little one there sticking off this plant. And then like this one, like for instance, like this one's not doing a complete loop yet. So I haven't cut off this one or like one over there. I actually purposely left this scape on this plant, and there's one other plant over at the end of this row that I purposely left on just because somebody was saying that a good way to tell if your garlic is ready is not only by the leaves turning kind of papery and dead looking, but also by these curls, and that the tip here will stand straight up when the garlic is ready, and that it's a good way to indicate when your garlic is ready to be picked. And so I went ahead and left a few. Hey you guys, so it's a couple days later, it's just early in the morning. I am watering animals and feeding animals right now. Oh shoot, wrong one. We've got this new like 4 splitter thing on here and I get confused which hose. I just did this one. I actually need this green one, not that green one. Okay, it's going. Oh man, that hose just fell out of there. Gotta hurry and go put it back before it makes a really big mess. This hose gets lots of kinks. So there we go. So I got this Gorilla cart, I think is the brand. Like during the winter time, and I only just barely put it together. And oh my heck, I like freaking love it so much. Helps with my chores. This hose is not quite long enough to reach over there where the goat's water normally is. And so it's gonna help get these filled and moved over there. The really cool thing about this cart is that it has like a dumping action, so you're able to like dump stuff. Yeah, so that's really cool too. I'm gonna run and turn this off. But I want to show you guys some really exciting news that is gonna be possibly happening on our teeny little farm. So it's just something I'm really excited about. This little one is so adventurous. This is the second time I've seen him or her out here. I'm not sure. And it's just barely starting to walk. She's so adventurous though, and I'm gonna go put her back in the little box. She's just a little too young to be outside. I worry about birds swooping her up. These other kitties are out here playing. Here's our exciting news. This mama duck is so protective of these eggs. She sat on eggs before. I don't know if you guys remember from a couple videos back how I had mentioned that she had been sitting on some eggs and I didn't think they were any good. I had candled them, they were bad. She's been sitting on these eggs all day long. I literally have not seen her move since she started sitting, honestly, and that's had to be at least a week, around a week, five days to a week. And she has been sitting on these eggs all day, every day. And I saw her move for the first time for like literally like 2 minutes. She joined Tillman in our sprinklers here last night, and I saw that she had moved, and it was dusk, or is that what you call it? Dusk, when it's like when the sun's going down. Anyway, and so I was coming out here to take care of a kitten's it's had an eye infection, and so I've been taking care of its eyes. And I just thought, you know, I want to try and candle some of those eggs and see if there's even any development. And so I did. I candled only one because I heard her coming back. This board is over her to give her some protection from the sun in the middle of the day, just because it gets really, really hot out here, and she refuses to move off this nest. And so we've just put that board there to try to shield her from the sun so that she's not getting too overly hot. And we've also provided her with a water dish so that she's able to get some water. because she doesn't want to move. So, but we're really excited because I candled only one egg out of this nest and it was showing development, and that got me so excited. I went inside. Kyle was just like, well, she's been sitting on the egg, so. And I'm just got super excited just because that's just, I don't know, just something so amazing about that, you know? Try to hatch out little babies. I just think that it's just so blissfully amazing. But also, let's see if I can get up. Moon, our other duck, our mallard, is also sitting on a clutch of eggs. And she started laying maybe a couple days after Butterbean. I haven't checked her eggs because I have not seen her move off of her eggs, like at all. And poor Tillman, I felt so bad for Tillman over the last few days because I just keep telling Kyle, like, he just sits and stares at his ladies all day long. That's all he does. He just sits there and waits for them. And then in the evening, he knows the sprinklers are going to come on, so he goes and he stands and waits for the sprinklers to come on. I just feel bad for him, you know, how boring, just sitting here waiting for his ladies, you know. She's chosen this corner right underneath our wood pile. This pillow's here because the kids were trying to shield her from the sun as the sun was starting to get overhead. And but yeah, so here she is, and I don't see her dish right here, but she did have a dish, and I'm gonna have to go find it. But yeah, she hasn't moved from her eggs either, so I would not be surprised by seeing the development from Butterbean's eggs, that it looks very similar for her eggs. My ladies will possibly be having little ducklings running around our tiny farm here in the next, I think they said that it takes like 23 to 25 days or something like that for ducks to have their eggs hatch. And so we can be expecting baby ducks here in the next, I don't know, month or so, 3 weeks. Probably around the same time I'm going to be having my baby. I'm due in July. So that's fast approaching and feels honestly very unreal. So I still got a lot of work to do in the garden before my time is. And we've got a lot to do on this, in my home and on this little farm, to get ready